Dr. K. Vaithianathan sir heads as Director Sports in SRM Institute of Science and Technology. He has 35 years of teaching experience and more than a decade of administrative experience working for notable government and other private universities. He has specialized in track and field, research in statistics, training methods, and science of coaching and yoga research. He is a Board of Studies member in 18 universities and a Board of Selection member in 32 universities. He trained one Asian gold medalist, Mr. A. Rajan, in 1981, Mr. R. Anand Natarajan in 1989, and one Indian athlete, Mr. J. Jaykumar, in 1990. He also trained more than 35 national placeholders in athletics for the last 32 years. He organized 48 South Zone and national inter-university competitions till 2016 and 12 state-level competitions. He represented Tamil Nadu state and participated in Madurai Open National Athletic Meet and secured places at national level in 110 meters hurdles and high jump. So, without a delay, I will leave the platform to Dr. K. Vaithianathan sir. Over to you, sir.
Thank you very much for your compliments. Really, I'm happy to be with you when I have in this orientation program for the freshers to share some of the points in participation in games and sports and its benefits. Before that, I would like to say something about our SRM University, Andhra Pradesh, Amravati. This university established in the year 2017. Within this short span of period, they are studying about 4,000 odd students. Initially, they had only BTech programs. Now they're having liberal arts and basic sciences also. Around 187 well-learned, well-experienced, those having international research experiences are working as a faculty members at SRM University, Andhra Pradesh. Not only that, 147 PhD scholars are pursuing their research activities in the SRM University, Andhra Pradesh. People are from different states. From India, about 23 states, people are studying at SRM, Andhra Pradesh. In addition to that, from abroad also people are coming and pursuing their higher educations. Really, I'm happy to be with you for about 45 to 1 hour. As all know that health is wealth. Without health, you cannot enjoy your life. You may have a lot of wealth, but you cannot enjoy. Health is more important. That's why the people realize that explain it. Health is wealth. Only the people those are suffering with some ailments, they will be able to understand this phrase. To my knowledge, by participating in games and sports will help you to lead a hale and healthy life without facing any health problems and ailments in your life. Even at the early stage, children will used to play without giving any sort of instructions. That is the only thing will children do. They are interested in playing. Movement is the basis for life. Even after the birth, the child will, whether it will cry. If it does not cry, people what they used to do, they will tap. Whether it is crying or whether it is having some sort of movement. If there is no such movement, something is wrong with their baby, with the baby. So, movement is the base. That's why they used to insist that everyone should participate in some sort of physical activities. That we should encourage also. Of course, we should take care of the children's safety. That's why I used to insist, please allow them to do some sort of physical activities which they are interested with our supervision. But don't curb them, don't stop them. That we should encourage from the early stage. By doing physical activities and by participating in games and sports, you'll be able to have better immune power. There are certain people that will have poor immune power. That's why they are facing health problem. It's easy for them to get infection, and they'll have some problems, digestive problems, and they may not be able to eat properly, and they cannot have proper sleep. This is all the problem that they are facing it if they are not participating in physical activities or games and sports early age stage. Though you are after 17 years, now you have come to higher education to pursue your higher educations after completing your school educations. But anyhow, I will take 2 or 3 minutes to say something about the early age life. Up to 17 years, I will take about 3 to 4 minutes. Thereafter, you will go for 17 years. Because this is the age that you are studying, it will be much more useful to you have for more discussion. So the first period, 0 to 6, first 3 years, the children will grow fast. From 4 to 6, the children's growth will not be the same. It will be a little slow. What are the activities that the children are doing? Natural activities like walking, jumping, climbing, hopping. These are all the things that they will start to do. But we should know we are not supposed to curb. See, if you climb that, you will fall down. You allow them to climb, but at the same time with your supervision, so that you will be able to safeguard them by getting some sort of injuries. So with supervision, please allow them. Because these are the natural activities, running, jumping, walking, hopping, galloping, all. Even swimming is also a natural activity, but we are not able to provide such specialties. Whereas in other foreign countries like Australia and all, they are having body swimming pool. Even at the age of 2 or 3, they used to place them in the swimming pool with supervision, with their support. Because it is also a natural activity. Even the domestic animals and the other animals, we are not teaching them. Once it enter into the water, it will swim. Since we are having the sixth sense, we are having the fear. They are afraid of getting into the water. If you place them in the swimming pool, wading swimming pool at the early age, and they will be able to learn with our supervision. 6 to 10 years, boys and girls, they can play together. All natural activities, running, jumping, galloping, hopping, jumping, climbing, taking a jump and landing on lower level. Such kind of things will participate because that will help them to have a proper growth and development. So you allow them to play together. After 10 years, the girls will have the tendency to play with the girls only because of the gratitude, because of the development. They will have the feelings that they want to play with their girls because the puberty will start early when compared to the men, boys. So please allow them to play on their own sex. And they will, particularly from 10 to 14 years, you have to give more importance for rhythmic activities. That's why in schools and all, they used to teach the formal exercise. According to the count or command, they are supposed to perform activities. Because that is the period for developing the skeletal muscles will develop. Skeletal muscles will grow and it will develop. That's why they used to insist and they used to ask them to participate in formal exercises, mass PD exercises. Because according to the command, they will perform. So that will develop this coordination between the nervous system, the muscular systems. Then 14 and 18, it has to be continued and ask them to play other games and sports, other sports and games. So that will give an opportunity for the people those who are working in physical education or the coaches by observation. They'll be able to find out or they will identify your talent from 14 to 18, because of the supervision, much more useful for you to identify your talents. Thereafter, they will tap. These are the qualities that you are receiving from your ancestors or from your parents, because two things are playing a vital role. One is heredity, the characters that you are receiving from your parents or from your ancestors. The other one is environment, where you are living, in which part of the country, what games that they used to play, which is the popular game. So accordingly, you will be able to learn. So these two things are playing a vital role. Accordingly, we have to choose them, select and see their performance, and select them and find out their talents. And you should give an opportunity for them to exhibit their talents, which they received from their ancestor or from their parents, or either maybe mother or from their father. For that, you should give an opportunity. So now you are in higher education. You are in colleges and universities. Now you are in SRM University. This period, what you are supposed to do? What you are supposed to continue? Why we are insisting the things that we should see? So 18 years, 17, 18 years, this is the age you are entering into higher education. Below average can do exercises. There are certain people, they'll be very weak. They may not be able to go for hard type of training because they are below average as far as this performance is concerned, as far as this physical fitness is concerned. Such kind of people can be allowed to play games with the ordinary people. Or you can ask them to go for developing their own physical fitness, asking for them to run. If they're not able to run, let them walk. Whenever they feel like running, let them run. And they can go for hopping. And they can go for jumping, staircase running. So this all the activity will help you to develop your general physical fitness because already you are weak. So this kind of program will help you to develop or to improve your physical fitness status. At one level, you will be able to go and participate in games and sports for recreation purpose. That is one category. The second category, there are certain people, they are in normal in physical fitness is concerned. And by having continuous practice like this, running, jumping, right, in other activities, playing games and all, it will improve their status. And it will help them to increase their physical fitness quality. And thereafter, they can go and compete in competition at a college level or intercollegiate level, university level. So that you will be able to enhance your performance in games and sports also. Then you can go for competitions. That will help you to bring laurels, name and fame to the institution where you are pursuing your higher education. This is second category. Third category, they are already good in games and sports. They already perform well in schools. And they are having certificate at state level. And they are the people should go for special training. By identifying this kind of people, talented people, you should give them special coaching. If you are not able to do it by the people those are working in that university institutions, they can invite people from other places, from the district headquarters or from the state level people. and they'll be able to guide them properly. And they are the people are achieving at national level. Sometimes they are in a position to go for international competitions, and they are the people are bringing name and fame to the not only to the country and also to the institutions where they are pursuing the higher education. See, the authorities should also provide facilities for games and sports. SRM University, Andhra Pradesh, they established in the year 1917, sorry, 2017. Even then, they are having infrastructure facilities for 400 meters track. They are having a 400 meter standard track with raised border. Cricket field also they are having it. Badminton, though they are not having indoor, they are having outdoor badminton nearby shade, and the basketball court, concrete court also they are having. Football field also they are having. The people those are good in football and they can make use of the football field and they can represent the university. And they are having volleyball court also. For women, they are having throw ball. There is a provision for playing table tennis. They are having 4 tables. For women, tennis, they are having provisions. And gymnastics that they have for developing the general physical fitness of men and women. These are all the facilities that they are having within 4 years. I hope they will be able to provide some more facilities in the coming years by having an indoor stadium. If there is an indoor stadium and that they can avail it during the rainy season, also they can play volleyball, basketball, some other indoor game like badminton, shuttle badminton, table tennis. Nowadays, chess. So small room is more than sufficient, and they can play regularly. People are interested in shuttle. You know, SRM University have produced 13 grandmasters out of 63. There are about 63 grandmasters in India, out of which 13 grandmasters from SRM Institute of Science and Technology, Chennai, Katangulathu. Similarly, there are about 20 women grandmasters. 2 of them are from SRM. Now there are 2 women grandmasters and 2 men grandmasters are studying, pursuing their higher education at SRM Institute of Science and Technology, Katangulathu. You may not be knowing that SRM University, SRM Institute of Science and Technology, Katangulathu, is having very good infrastructure facilities. Now they are constructing a swimming pool, international standard, 50 meters into 25 meters. In addition to that, they're having a wading pool for the learners. In addition to that, we are having a 400 meter track on one side. On the western side of the 400 meter track, they're going to have a big gallery. In that, we'll be able to accommodate about 2,000 people. At the back side of the gallery, we are having classroom for about 8 to 10 members. So such a kind of facility that they're having it. And what are the benefits that you are getting it by participating in games and sports? People are thinking that playing games and sports is to bring medals, is to bring laurels, is to bring the winner cup to the institution where they are pursuing their higher education. Not only that, so not only meaning, it develops many social qualities, personal qualities. It changes its behavior. And they will be getting good recognition from the society. What are the benefits that we are getting it? That we should see. By participating in games and sports and also physical activities are enhancing the physical development. Physical development means it improves the efficiency of your organic systems. That means cardiac systems, blood circulatory systems, respiratory system, digestive systems, muscular system, nervous systems. All these systems will enhance its efficiency remarkably by participating in games and sports. For example, by having running continuously for about a duration, that will improve your respiratory system. It will enhance your lungs volume. And the total number of breaths per minute will be reduced. And you'll have better breath. Deep breath, less number of breaths per minute, and deep breath. Such an enlarged lungs that you are having it. Your vital capacity will be more. Even there are certain people they are having, normally people will have about 3,500 cc, cubic centimeters of lungs volume. Whereas well-trained long distance runners, they will have even 7,000 cubic centimeters, 7,500 cubic centimeters, double the normal people. If others are having about 18 breaths, they will have only about 12 to 13 breaths per minute. That shows their efficiency and progress on their lungs volume, respiratory system. And it enhances the efficiency of your heart. It will take more time to compress and to relax. And such kind of people, they'll have a healthy and athletic heart. If these two things are improved by participating in games and sports, you will not be facing any health problem, because these are the two vital organs, lungs and heart. One is respiratory system, the other one is blood circulatory system. Blood circulation will be more even to the brain. Since the working efficiency of the various organic systems is improves, you will be able to get freshness by participating in games and sports. And your blood circulation will also be more to the brain. And you will be able to concentrate much on your subject matters, academic subjects. And you will be able to do that work. Suppose we are concentrating much on this subject by giving equal importance on sports. Normally, sportsmen, they used to give more importance for their own sports. They are not giving equal importance for academic subjects, even if they are pursuing their higher education. Whereas in abroad and other places, Carl Lewis was a champion for a long time before this present sprinter. Carl Lewis is a doctor. He's good in studies also, because he'll be able to concentrate much on the subjects. By participating in games and sports, they will get freshness, so that they'll be able to concentrate much on the subject. Even half an hour is more than sufficient when others are spending about an hour for improving or improving their status on academic subjects. Because all the systems are functioning efficiently. The blood circulation will also be more for the brain, so they can concentrate much on the subject also. But the thing is, they are not giving equal importance. Now, even if I am saying something about the players, the people will not accept it, because they are not giving equal importance for the academic subjects on par with their sports activities. If they are giving, definitely they will be good in academic subjects also. So not only develop your physical status, and also it improves your mental maturity, mental development. Social qualities, develops social qualities, because they are going to different places for competitions. And even on the regular training, daily training, they are meeting many people, the co-athletes, the other event athletes. So they'll have the good relations, social qualities will be much better than the normal people. Normal people, they will concentrate only on the subjects and they'll not be participating in these sort of games and sports, and there is no opportunity for them to meet people. But for them, there's a lot of opportunities for not only their own regional people, even with the other region, other area people, other state people, so that there is a chance and the possibilities are more for developing the social qualities. While they are participating in games and sports, they have to play the game as per the rules and regulations. They cannot do as they like. And what will happen? If they are doing on their own, it will be penalized by the officials because there are certain regulations, rules and regulations that you are supposed to follow. Failing which you will be penalized. So they know how to obey the rules and regulations, how to give respect for the rules and regulations. Even off the field, they'll have the tendency and they'll have the feelings of giving respect for the rules and regulations. That's why they used to say that man is having sportsmanship spirit and he's having the sportsmanship quality. Because you know how to behave. Even the opponents commit mistakes, he will forgive. He knows very well that he has not done it intentionally. Instead of kicking the ball, he kicked the opponent. He will forgive. And he will also get excuse, not with intention. So opportunities are there for the sports person to commit mistakes without the knowledge. By understanding the things, they will also excuse. If you are committing this mistake, the officials will penalize us. So they will adhere the rules and regulations framed by the association or the federations for the game concerned. So these are the qualities that they are developing. Opportunities are more for them to develop such kind of qualities while they're playing the game. Self-confidence. They are developing this kind of qualities, self-confidence. Even if they fail in a competitions, they will find out the reason, what mistake that we have committed, how it can be rectified, how we are supposed to play in the subsequent matches or the subsequent competitions, how we are supposed to, how we'll be able to avoid, how we'll be able to equip ourselves by avoiding the shortcomings. They will think it in that line, only the positive thinking that they will have. So by finding reasons, the mistake that they're committed, how it can be rectified, they will develop the self-confidence. Self-realization, we need not explain to them. Sometimes the coaches, they used to explain. Or sometimes they used to realize by themselves, oh, this is a mistake that we have committed. We are not supposed to. Because of the reason, we lost. We failed. Civic responsibility. What are the responsibilities that he is having in the society? What they are expecting from us? What we are supposed to do? A sportsman, he knows very well. Economic efficiency. By doing this kind of exercises or by doing this type of training will help us to save our energy. With a less expenditure of energy, and we will be able to perform well. Failing which, we have to strain much. So we will be exhausting more energy that we may not be able to continue for 2 hours, 3 hours. For example, tennis. Sometimes they used to play for about 4 hours, 5 hours for completing the match. So while they're playing for about 4 hours, 5 hours, they must be in a position to save their energy. For that, they should know certain techniques. They should develop the range of movements. If they are not able to develop the range of movements of having free movements, less energy is more than sufficient to apply if you're having more range of movements. These are the terms that we used to use. If is lack of range of movements, what will happen? They have to spend more energy. How long they will be able to? For about an hour or two, not more than 3 hours, 4 hours. So economic efficiency, they are very thorough and they will be able to follow certain things. Accordingly, they will be able to perform well and they will be able to put forth their best. Tolerance. Sometimes the workload given by the coach may be more. And if you go beyond, you'll be able to improve your status further and further. So the tolerant qualities will also be more with the athletes. Forgiveness. That is also one of the most important quality. If they are committing some mistakes, sorry, sir. Sorry, I have committed mistake. Even if it is not noticed by the officials, they used to accept by themselves. Sorry, I have committed. They will raise their hands. So by knowing his signal, he understands that he has committed a mistake and we have to penalize him. The opponent, it has to be given to the opponent. That will come automatically. That is natural quality that they are developing. Even if it is not noticed by the officials, they will raise and they will inform to the coaches that they have committed this mistake. That is called accepting their mistake voluntarily. And they used to move pleasing manner. Whenever he approached the officials, whenever a player approaches the coach, whenever the player approaches the captain, the pleasing mood should be there with the people that they are developing in games and sports. Opportunities are more for them to develop such kind of qualities. Even off the field, as I mentioned already, they used to behave gently. They'll have the habit of forgiveness. They'll have the habit of getting excuse for the mistakes that they have committed. Stress buster. Stress, it will spoil the athletes. This will spoil the player. How to burst the stress? He knows the technique and he used to follow so that he will not be able to get stress. How to release the stress that he knows because he learned many things in the playing situations. Improves creativity. Even off the field, he used to think about the play. What strategy that we are supposed to adopt? What tactics that we have to follow? How it can be rectified? What tactics can be used? What strategy can be adapted? So that's kind of things he used to think even when he was in off the field. Improves creativity. Stimulation of good hormones. By participating in games and sports, they stimulate the various good hormones. Secretion of this insulin in the pancreas and other hormones. It's good for health and it's good for digestion and other things. Finding solution for any problem. Because opportunities are more for them to while they're playing. Any kind of problem that will be able to find a solution. Such an experience that they're getting while they are playing games and sports. Aging projects can be delayed. The people are growing well according to their age. Whereas a sports person will be able to postpone his aging process. If he is continuing to play even after retirement from the competitive type of activities, by participating in games and sports, or by participating in some other physical activities for recreational purpose, he will be able to postpone the aging process. He can be delayed. And he seems to be young. And the activities will also be better than the other people of the same age group. So aging can be delayed. Aging process can be delayed. By participating in games and sports, one can develop the confidence. We have achieved this much, we will be able to easily achieve the other status, other standard, next higher level. After reaching that level, you will be able to go think about the other international competitions. Even the international level, also, when we are going from one to other, you'll be able to have that confidence. People have that anxiety. Sometimes that will affect their performance. So, whereas a sportsman, he can easily overcome their anxiety. Because a lot of opportunities comes while they are participating in competitions, so that he will be able to know how to overcome this anxiety. So nowadays, people are facing problems during this COVID-19 pandemic period. The people who are having poor immune power, they will be easily attacked. They will be easily affected by this coronavirus. The people those are good immune power, those are having good resistance power, and they will not be affected. You may be knowing that one Milkha Singh, the former Olympian, is Arjuna Award, Arjuna Award and Padma Shri. At the age of 91, he died because of heart attack. Before that, he had corona. He overcome because of his age 91. After coming out from this hospital, he had some problem, and due to heart attack, he died. Normally, the athletes will not be affected because they are having good immune power. Athletes and players, because they are having regular physical activities, regular playing games and sports, so they will not have this problem. So immune power will be more for them. Resistance power will be high. Not only with all their experiences as a player of hockey, as a player of basketball, or an athlete of running 100 meters, or a high jumper, with all their experiences, it will help them for identify the talent with the youngsters. The other advantage for the athletes or players, with all their experiences, they will be able to identify their own children, even the other children's their talent at the early age, and thereafter they are nurturing them for developing further. I would like to say something about our SRM Institute, Kattakulattur, Institute of Science and Technology, Kattakulattur. Started in the year 2003. Now we have almost completed 18 years. But the achievements of our SRM ISC Kattakulattur is highly remarkable. First, I would like to say something about the infrastructure facilities available at SRM. We are having almost all major games like volleyball, 5 courts are there, basketball, 4 courts are concrete courts, all floodlight. Table tennis, synthetic surface, hard court with floodlight, 2 courts and 4 mud court and 4 ball badminton courts and 2 indoor stadium. One is small one, the other one is multi-purpose that they can play basketball, volleyball. The small indoor stadium that they can play table tennis and badminton. And 400-meter standard track with race for about 8 lanes and 2 football field and 1 hockey field. Almost all the facilities that we are having teams. All the teams are reached at national level. That means international, all day international. For one example, for the last 12 years, after this 18 years, our SRM University volleyball team, they secured first place in 13 years, secured first place 11 years and 2 years second place. Out of 13 years, 11 years All India University winner and 2 years runners up. Many people are represented in India and participate in the international competition. Recently, now the present students pursuing the higher education, one has gone for World Championship boys under 19. Another volleyball player, Srinath, he represented India and participating in the Asian Championship. Regarding the World University, representing Indian University, Association of Indian University, and participating in the World University. Already we have completed 2. One is eSports, online mode. He entered semi-finals. Chess, we are the winners and runners of All India women winners, men runners up. We are having 2 grandmasters at present. They are pursuing the higher education. 2 women grandmasters, they are pursuing the higher education, MTech and BTech. And they represented Association of Indian University and participated in the World University and they reached semi-finals. Not only that, as I mentioned already, volleyball, 3 of them selected to represent Association of Indian University, participate in the World University. 2 lady volleyball players, they also selected to represent the Association of Indian University and participating in the World University competition, which is not yet to be held. It will take place in China. Badminton also recently concluded to Hyderabad, selected first number 1 in women, Malavika. She is always on tour, international competitions, and we are allowed. And she used to study online, and she used to appear the examinations. As I mentioned already, she secured all A, B+. No subject is less than B+. Including studies as well as in play. You would have seen in the paper. Recently came, and she selected number 1 in India after Sindhu. She is representing India and participating in the international competitions. Similarly, 1 boy is also there. Even table tennis. Basketball, 1 lady is representing Asian Championship by representing India and participating in the Asian Championship by name Gayatri. Around 27 people are there at the international level at present. As I mentioned already, SRM Institute of Science and Technology is having all the infrastructure facilities as I read already. And in addition to that, this year they started off working on international swimming pool with the 50 meters length and 25 meters width with the 10 lanes. And by adding swimming pool for warming up and also for learning. In addition to that, we are having to have a gallery that we can accommodate for 2,000 people. Such an infrastructure facility that they are providing by the university authorities. So I have been very grateful to our Honorable Founder Chancellor. Since our Founder Chancellor's encouragement given by the infrastructure facilities, not only that, they are giving admission under sports quota. 300 people are studying under sports quota in all disciplines. 300 people, out of which 220 people are staying in the hostel. The fees are wild. They need not pay even a single price, even for book fee, examination fee, everything is free for them. Even if they are winning at the national level and international, they're getting some cash award also. Recently, our cricket team, they won all India level competitions. They got cash out of about 75,000 rupees. Really, we should appreciate and have to be very grateful to the management. I hope the same management is providing all these things to the students. Okay. So with this, I have to be very thankful to the management, particularly the authorities of SRM University, Amravati, Andhra Pradesh, are having given an opportunity to share some of these points with the freshers.
Sir, can you turn the mobile, sir? It's upside down.
Oh, it's coming here and there. Oh no, it's okay.
Still upside down.
Yeah, I'll hold it.
Still upside down, sir.
I will keep it straight. Okay.
It's not straight, sir.
Okay. The thing is, students, as I mentioned already, I am far away from this competitive type of sports. Don't worry. To lead a healthy life, you must be very healthy. Go and run. Go and walk if you are not able to run. Do some sort of physical exercise so that you'll be able to improve your physical status. So they'll be away from all kinds of ailments, all kinds of health problems, so that you can concentrate much on your subjects, so that you'll be able to come up in your life with a flourishing color. So my humble request that everyone should start it with about half an hour in a day. After 6 months, go for about 45 minutes, an hour, so that slowly, gradually, you get to improve, so that one day you will become a player. At least for recreation purpose, you can go and play, so that you can lead a healthy and healthy life. This is most important during this pandemic period, COVID-19 pandemic period, so that you will be able to improve your immune power and you will be able to away from all such kind of virus. I thank the authorities for having given an opportunity, particularly the Vice Chancellor, Honorable Vice Chancellor, and my friend and former Vice Chancellor, Dr. Narayan Rao, for having given an opportunity to share some of these points which I with you as freshers. Thank you, Mr. Thank you.
Go ahead, Parveen.
I'm honored to have made history, said a 24-year-old woman who made India proud. She became the first Indian sailor who won a bronze medal in the Sailing World Cup, sailing in Miami in January 2020. She's studying BTech Mechanical Engineering in our very own SRM University, Vadapalani campus. She's the 10th Indian to qualify for a sailing event at an Olympics, but her achievement is a bit more special. She's the first woman from India to do so, and significantly, the first Indian sailor to have booked a place at the Olympics directly, and that too by topping a qualifying event for the Summer Games. She's an experienced sailor who has represented India at both the 2014 and 2018 Asian Games. Her best finish was a fourth in the 2018 edition in Jakarta, Indonesia. For her fourth place in Jakarta was a failure because she aimed to seal a spot at the Olympics. She crumbled under what she said was self-inflicted pressure. Nevertheless, it was still a big achievement considering where she hails from. In her words, most people don't know sailing exists in India. She had said after her historical World Cup medal. Our sports are cricket, football, or hockey, and it's more the Navy or the Army that sails, she said. If a story is not the definition of feminism, then what is? I feel privileged to even take her name to introduce you all to such a woman who made all the feminists and the country proud. She's the one and only Miss Netra Kumanan. Due to her rigorous training schedule, Miss Netra Kumanan was unable to join us today for a talk, but she did send us a video of her to get inspired. Let's watch it and admire her aura.
Hi, I'm Netra Kumanan. My sport is Olympic sailing. I wish everyone a happy Olympic day and successful preparation. And now let's go sailing. For high-level sailing, I have to be mentally and physically prepared. My daily routine keeps me healthy and fit. I hope my journey inspires you to do sports every day. Good morning, my name is Netra Kumanan. I am a student of SRM Vadapalani campus. I am doing my third year of BTech Engineering Mechanical. As you might have heard, I recently went to the Tokyo 2021 Olympic Games.
MCs, vote of thanks, please.
Yes, ma'am. So, such a nice video, right? Now, I would like to thank Dr. K. Vaithianathan, sir, for joining us here today. It was a pleasure. You proved and helped us understand how important physical education is to keep our body and mind sane and healthy. I hope students get inspired and add sports as a part and parcel of their daily lives. Thank you.
All this talk about sports, but what about sports at SRM AP? The sports department is headed by none other than Dr. Abdul Muhaimin. sir. Here, we bring in our very own Janvi Kohli and Pratik Naidu from Sports Club to elaborate on sports at SRM AP.